So we have picked some amazing women that are going through a lot to have their makeovers today on Makeover Madness, starting with Christine. Christine works in an office, she spends her free time volunteering, and she never puts herself first. Here's her story.
My name's Christine and I'm 35 years old and I live and work in the downtown area. For my job, I'm a unit administrator and I spend a lot of time running around the office as I report to 3 directors. So my day's completely busy. I don't spend a lot of time at my desk. I'm around the office a lot.
This looks interesting.
It's a little bit embarrassing. I've had this hairstyle probably since 1994. I've done a few variations, I've gone short, I've kept it long, but this is my basic go-to haircut. Because I live downtown for exercise, I like to bike to work when I can, which also ties into my volunteer work. I volunteer for the Toronto People with AIDS for their fundraiser, the Friends for Life Bike Rally, which takes people from Toronto to Montreal over a 6-day period. The hat hair struggle is real. I need some tips on how to deal with my hair after it being in a hat every day.
About the hat. Okay, we're going to fix that. We got a great team here. Maurice Fiorio from Fiorio Salon, Dino Beauty. Now, I love the fact that you're doing all this volunteering. I have nothing but respect for that. But the look, you don't have time to really invest in the look, do you?
No, it goes in a ponytail, under a bike helmet, or a toque.
Or a toque.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can work on the makeup for sure. The hair is going to be another issue. Dino, what do you suggest? What
Well,
are you
we're going to
do?
keep it really, really easy. She's got gorgeous lashes, and she wants to play them up. So I want to show you can do that with mascara and eyeshadow and not have to go with these crazy extensions that a lot of people are wearing nowadays.
Yes, why are you looking at me like that?
No, you don't have extensions. No, you got the strip on. Those are the best kind.
I do, because the extensions, you have to be so gentle around them or they tear your lashes right out.
Yeah, they can be a little like tarantula looking if it's done wrong. So we're going to focus on the lashes, make the skin really glow. She's got lovely skin. We're just going to elevate the illumination in it, and then a pretty soft, sort of nudie, kissable lip.
Ooh, I can't wait. Let's talk about hat head situation. What are we doing about this?
Hair is very, very fine. And from the video, from the story, what I could see, she's wearing a lot of toques and a lot of hats, and she's outdoor type of person. And when you have fine hair like that, the worst thing you do is keep it this long. So I'm going to cut it off.
You're cutting it off?
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
I'm okay with it. He can do whatever he wants.
Oh my gosh,
Because
music
when the hair
to
is
our
so
ears.
fine and it's too long, it always looks kind of struggly and kind of unkept. So I'm going to create a very strong shape, a very strong style, and work with the natural wave that she's got in her hair. So
I love it.
It's going to work.
Cut it off.
Cut it off. She's ready for it.
Do it. Yeah. It's going to be dramatic. It's going to be fabulous. Next, we've got Melinda. Melinda hasn't had a new look in years. Her daughter tends to agree. Let's find out why she needs a makeover.
My name is Melinda. I'm a married mother of 4. I have a beautiful little granddaughter. I'm a property manager, so I'm on call 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. I need a makeover. I haven't had one since I was a teenager. Oh, and for fun, I do roller derby. I play for the Derby Debutantes. Short is Debs, and my name is Power Putter. They're a great group of women to skate with. They have your back. Everybody works together well. If somebody knocks you down or if you knock someone else down, they aren't going to kill you for it. It's usually, if it's a good hit, you get told it was a really good hit.
Like, I'm so proud of her. She comes out here and she's tougher than most people for doing this, especially at her age, and she kills it.
My routine is basically eyeliner and mascara. If I'm playing in a game or we have people coming, then I put pink lipstick on for the Debs.
Is it right?
I'm really excited to see what the hair and makeup people might do.
Hey guys, Putter needs a makeover!
Do not mess with Melinda. The team that is going to make over this fantastic mom. We've got Bahar Niramwalla here. We've got Grace Tartaglia, image makeover. Oh my goodness, I love the fact that you're a derby mom. You're hardcore. You got 4 daughters. You haven't had a makeover since when?
Teenager.
So like ever. That's your daughter piping up there. Okay, so since she was a teenager, so like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so you could probably use a new look, something that's going to go with the derby. She can be a cute derby woman. What do you think, Bahar?
Cute derby woman. Come on,
Cute
she's already
derby
a
woman.
cute derby woman. We saw the clip. She's a cute derby
So is she
woman.
going to be a glam derby woman?
Why don't you tell us what your derby name is?
Power putter.
Power putter.
Okay.
So that's cute, right?
I like that.
I'm gonna change that by the time Grace and I are done. We're gonna have it to Powerful Panther. How does that sound? Yeah. Let's do something sexy. I was thinking we'll do maybe a smoky eye because she has this beautiful green colored eye. So we might use some purples and some deeper colors as well. We'll do that around the eye. Everything else will be nice and calm. We'll give a glow to her skin. And then Grace, I already know what Grace is gonna do. So
Okay.
you have something pretty exciting in store.
Oh, I want to hear it. Grace, come on over here. What is the plan for Melinda?
Okay, well, now that I've seen her hip checking everybody all over the place, and she told me I only want so much hair off,
Yeah.
I'm going to listen to her. So I just saw that clip and I was like, maybe I'll just change it. So what we're going to do is we're going to give her some bangs, some nice solid bangs across here.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring it up a bit because, it's fine. It needs a lot of trimming and stuff. I'm going to bring it up a bit. I'm going to re-sculpt it a little bit, give her soft layers because her hair is fine. I can't layer it too much.
Yeah.
And just make it easy for her to be able to pull it back, and also when she's ready to glam it up, right?
I like the idea of the bangs, Grace.
Right, I think that's the biggest
gonna be
change for
nice.
her. Yeah.
Awesome, I love it. All right, now it's Linnea's turn. Linnea has a lot going on in her life. She's a busy mom of 2. That's just the start, though. She deserves this break. Take a look.
Bouncy, bouncy, bounce. As you can see, I've got 2 very active little kids. And they came to us later in life, so I'm an older than average mom. Before this, both my husband and I were fairly active Ironman participants, triathlon, the Ironman distance of triathlon. So we had pretty much dedicated doing that for most of our adult lives, and then got married and had these 2 little guys shortly thereafter. Now instead of running, biking, and swimming, I'm hopping, skipping, and jumping. Yeah, and pushing a lot of cars around. I don't think I've ever used a hairdryer on my hair. It's really thick. It's fine, but I have a ton of it. And I've never really been able to figure out what to do with it with the lifestyle that I have. I always say that triathlon saved my life. During my undergrad in university, I was anorexic. So I did my first Olympic distance race that year, and I loved it. I became surrounded by people who had very healthy attitudes about eating and exercise, and I realized that you could actually eat a full meal and not, explode. I wouldn't say placing is that important to me. What's important to me is that I feel that I've done the best race that I could with the preparation that I've had. This is significant for a lot of reasons. It was a fabulous race. It was a horrible day, rainy and cold and gross. But then my husband proposed to me at the finish line, at the end of it, after winning my age group. So pretty significant. Now that nothing is really about you, it would be really nice just to freshen up a bit and have something that is just for you.
What's your husband's name?
Glenn.
Glenn. So Glenn is here. How long did you have to wait for him for that proposal?
Well, virtually 18 minutes. But I had a head start, yeah.
Okay, all right. Let me introduce you to the team. We've got Kirk Brierley here. We also have Bill Rowley from Fiorio. We're going to be giving this Iron Man a whole new look. Let's start with her makeup.
I'm just chuckling to myself because after all that, I'm like, okay, well, I'm doing the makeup. Can I turn that into a competitive sport? Maybe. I'm exhausted just watching that. Okay, Also, green eyes, 2 green eyes right in a row here.
Yeah.
And it's very similar concept in terms of using the mauves, the purples, the lilacs to bring those green eyes out. So she's wearing the perfect top for that. And really, I just sort of soften up the features, but keep her as au naturel as possible, because that's sort of her thing.
That's her thing. Okay, now let's talk about this hair. She says there's a lot of it.
There is. She's not lying.
Very thick.
It's a lot of hair, and quite common, curly underneath on the back. And I asked if that happened with the kids, because quite often it does happen when there's a big hormonal change. You'll have straight hair, have children, and all of a sudden from the occipital bone down you get this curl. But she's been dealing with it for years. If I live with an Ironman, so I know if I mess this up, life's not worth living. So I will not, I promise I will not take your ponytail away. I promise I will not give you bangs or a fringe, but we're going to take off an awful lot of length. We'll leave it longer in the front, so the front actually reaches back into a ponytail.
Smart.
But I know from experience, as long as you don't smell like chlorine and have salt stains, you're having a good day, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And 18-month-old
I can't
twins.
even
Where do you
imagine.
find the time to train?
Well, it's a challenge. It really is. I've been hit and miss since I've tried to start getting back into it, but you just have to carve out, 10 minutes in your day to do a little bit of something.
It's time to reveal our makeovers, and what an amazing group of women we have today. Let's start with Christine. She works in an office, super busy volunteering all the time. This is how she came in. She said her hat head is a major issue. Well, here's our after with the hat and a gorgeous face.
Are you ready?
We're ready. Yay! Now, Maurice, with what you did with her hair, she's going to be able to throw on her toque in the morning and whip it off when she gets to work, zhuzh it up a little bit, and she's done.
Exactly, and she has a lot of curl in her hair.
Yes.
No styling involved.
Oh, no styling
the
involved.
Easiest look ever.
So you just cut
that's
it.
Perfect. It's fresh. It's easy to wear.
Yeah.
And she doesn't have to worry about that toque anymore. And
Amazing.
looking good. There you go.
Is that going to make your life a little easier?
So much easier.
Yes. You don't have to run into the bathroom and figure out what is going on here with my lid. You just whip it off and juggle it a little bit. Dino, come on in
Yes.
here. Her makeup is so pretty.
So and so
It's
really
gorgeous.
easy. We wanted to focus on the lashes, which we did, and I want to give this trick out because she's fair skin, fair lashes, and sometimes you can't get the mascara right into the root where it matters the most.
Yeah.
So I took dark brown eyeshadow and I just whittled it in between the roots, and that gives the illusion of thicker looking lashes.
Oh,
Instead of
smart.
spending a lot of time trying to get in the roots and make a mess, it's the best way to really amplify the lashes. Super soft on the cheek and the lip.
Very nice.
Yeah, she
it
can
looks
do this.
absolutely beautiful. She can do it, right? Okay, let's take a look at Melinda now. Melinda is our roller derby mom. So she's got 4 daughters. They say yes, she needed a new look. So today, Melinda got a whole new look. There she is, bangs and all. We knew that this was the direction you were going in. What do you think?
I love it. I love it. It looks wonderful.
It does look wonderful. So much different than before. And this is really, I softened the whole look, giving her that bang grace.
Well, her focal point on her eyes is her eyes, okay? And so the bangs, I always like to use this. It's a French woman's Botox, right? But what it does is it focuses right on the eye so we can really show beautiful green eyes. And of course, Bahar did all the beautiful stuff with the color. But I just blunted it because her hair is very fine.
Yeah.
And it did soft layers all over, just so that it'll get more body and she'll be able to do a lot more with it.
Yeah.
And then we curled it a little bit. We used some volumizing mousse because that was really important in her hair.
Yeah.
And a medium brush, nothing too big.
Okay.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
fairly low maintenance. She's going to be able to handle this.
It goes back in a ponytail because I remember I saw her hip checking people, right? So I was like,
Do not mess with Melinda.
No.
Okay, Bahar, come on in here. Let's talk about her pretty makeup.
This
those
was
beautiful
pretty
eyes.
easy. As soon as Grace had said that she was going to do bangs, I was like, okay, we'll go with the purple smoky eye. The purple will bring out the eye color, which is absolutely probably the focus that's going on here. Everything else is relatively neutral. We've done a little bit of bronzer instead of blush.
Yeah.
We added a really nice nude lipstick, and then I put a really fun shimmery lip gloss on top, but we really did focus on the eyeshadow. If you want to close, the number one thing just to point out, Smoky is a technique, not a color. So I didn't have to use black, I used purple. We went from darkest at the bottom and we used slightly lighter shades of purple as we went up and we blended. So this was really nice. This was simple. This is powerful panther in and of itself. I think we did what we set out.
Can we show the back a little bit too? Because when you do that, you can really see a lot more movement in the hair when she has. So she can do all kinds of stuff with that. Pretty little updos. Look at that.
Very cute. Now, I want to see her, you know, in her derby outfit with this full face of glam makeup and gorgeous hair. No one's going to mess with you, Melinda. No.
I'm not.
No way. You look great. Okay, Linnea, another very strong woman. She's an Ironman. She came in looking for a new look. Now, this is a woman that's got 18-month-old twins. She's busy at home. She needed her ponytail. Let's see if we kept it. Yes, we did. Ponytail still in check. The volume and the body in your hair is phenomenal. What do you think?
It's fantastic. I'm going to run out and buy a curling iron.
Oh my God! This is amazing! What a breakthrough!
It's a miracle!
It's a miracle! She's going to get heat styling tools. Like, this is incredible.
The only thing she ever does to her hair is put it under a swim cap, for God's sake.
Right. So this is a big step.
Yeah.
Now, she had a lot of hair. You can see that in the before picture.
It was very, very long. Linnea's ponytail was incredibly thick. From here down is natural curl. So a little trick is, especially when you don't have time, it's easier to put a little bit of soft curl in the front than try and straighten out the back.
Right.
It's always easiest to deal with the hair you can see.
Yes.
So don't fight with all this stuff back here.
Yeah.
Let the curl happen. I cut it in such a way that it won't go out like a bell. The curl will sort of spring at different lengths.
Yeah.
It's very A-line, so again, when you need a ponytail, the long front pieces will reach back because you also don't like barrettes and clips and all that kind of nonsense.
Yeah.
So it'll reach. But if you do have the 5 or 10 minutes with your new curling iron, and you just take those pieces and twirl them back, done.
Okay.
And it'll last, right?
I like that. That's a practical piece of advice because a lot of us don't have the time to do the whole back of the hair.
Right.
And if you can just get those pieces in the front and you've already got that curl going in the back.
And this is an example when you have to work with your stylist about giving you a haircut that works with your hair, your lifestyle, your timetable, all those things. So we kept that in mind in working with the curl in the back. And then the front can be played with a little bit easier.
For sure. Okay. You probably won't be sporting your next Ironman event with the full face of makeup, but let's talk about what you did.
She'd be like the most glamorous Ironman contestant. Really, you know, I think purple is one of those colors a lot of women would shy away from on their eyes because they think, oh, it's going to make me look like a black eye. You know, that'd be horrible. But here's to say that if you relate it to what you're wearing and keep it soft and blended, it can be done. And it does help bring out the green in her eyes. And then you do want to keep it fairly soft on the lips in terms of the gloss. And because she's got such great bone structure, we just sort of softened it up with the blush in terms of keeping it very broad and just accentuating the cheekbone that way.
Well, you know what? I just think we got 3 amazing candidates for makeovers today. So ladies, you look absolutely phenomenal. I can't wait to see you out there doing your thing.